A Star is Born is a film in which an artist succeeds because someone trusts his talent. In the NBA, it's sometimes a little more complicated. There are a lot of numbers playing in the middle, but that doesn't seem to be an impediment to Deni Avdija becoming an NBA star in the not-too-distant future. Do you agree with that? You don't know who we're talking about? Then stay with us until the end of the video and be among the first to get a very complete picture of this great new talent. It would be unfair to begin by saying that, despite being the European jewel of the next NBA draft, Deni Avdija is envious of Luka Doncic. The Maccabi Tel Aviv player has been one of the revelations in the EuroLeague this season, although he has not stood out as the Slovenian did during his time at Real Madrid. So Avdija believes that Luka is a great player, but he also thinks that luck has played a big part in his career so far. You can either agree with me or take it away, but beyond that fact, he is a great player. I think Luka Doncic has been very lucky in his career, says Deni, and then explains that everything that has happened to him in the NBA has to do with the franchise Doncic has fallen into. To be able to score 30 points when you get into the NBA is something incredible, yet it's clear he's fallen into the best place for it. To Rick Carlisle, who is the perfect coach for him, and to Mark Cuban as the owner. He had Dirk Nowitzki on the team, he's a starter. The unbeatable script. The strange thing is that he's complaining while ESPN ranks him as the 5th best basketball player in the world, even though he's only 19. Relax and enjoy a little bit, Deni. But he doesn't. Far from it. Avdija, who has been playing in Israel's top professional league and internationally for Maccabi Tel Aviv, said that he will enter the NBA draft scheduled for June 25th, though it could be delayed like many other major sporting events due to what we all already know. Imagine that he is the 6th Israeli to enter the draft of the world's top professional league, and is expected to be the second after Omri Caspi to be drafted in the first round. Avdija was born on Kibbutz Beit Zera in northern Israel and is carrying on a family tradition with his athletic prowess. His father, Zufer, a Muslim Serbian-Israeli citizen, played for the national basketball team of his native Yugoslavia, as well as for several Israeli professional teams in the 1990s. His mother, Sharon Artzi, is an Israeli Jew and a former track and field athlete. This also served her well to have dual citizenship, Israeli and Serbian. ESPN describes him as a future great game maker, 6 feet 9 inches tall. He is tall enough to play with power, but also has the ball handling, creativity, and ability to play as a point guard. The report on Avdija now adds that he brings toughness, competitiveness, and elegance to the court. Bleacher Report's Jonathan Wasserman has projected that Avdija will be the number 2 team for the Cleveland Cavaliers, where a young LeBron James launched a career that will take him to the Hall of Fame. Avdija made the announcement of his recruitment on ESPN's morning show, Get Up. The NBA is the best league in the world. There's a lot to learn and a lot of experience there, he told ESPN. It's going to be great to take my game to the next level. His club, Maccabi Tel Aviv, plays in the Israeli Premier League and the EuroLeague. Caspi has also played for Maccabi when he was selected as the 23rd player by the Sacramento Kings. He played 10 years in the league for various teams. After initially postponing military recruitment, Avdija joined the Israeli army, which is mandatory for all young citizens of the state, on April 1st, when the basketball season was delayed. Despite this, he was named an exceptional athlete and will be allowed to complete his military service by training abroad or playing in the NBA. He probably prefers the latter. Would you blame him for that? Deni was champion with Israel in the U20 Eurobasket, where he beat Spain in the final, averaging in that championship 18.4 points, 8.3 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 2.4 blocks, and 2.1 steals per game. In Maccabi Tel Aviv, he was averaging 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 1.6 assists in 19 minutes per game between EuroLeague and domestic competition, where his team was leading with 18 wins in 19 games. The big prediction houses in the draft put him very high. NBA Draft does it in the number 7, while ESPN puts him in the top 5. However, despite his talent and possible comparisons, Avdija avoids them. Listen, I'll tell you honestly, I don't like being compared to anybody. I think every player has his own path, and every player has his own skills and things he does well. And I think I just want to be the best Deni I can be. I just don't want people to compare me to anybody. I respect everyone, but I just want to be me. Do you want to know how Deni Avdija plays? Then don't miss out the next few minutes. But first, we suggest you subscribe to our channel. Just hit the button below the video. Come on, we'll wait for you before we continue. Ready? Alright, Deni Avdija is a player born on January 3, 2001 in Beit Zera, Israel. Formed in the quarry of the powerful Maccabi Tel Aviv since 2013, Avdija started to stand out with his national team, being a very important part of 2 consecutive European titles in the U20 category. He averaged 12.7 points and 6.4 rebounds in the Eurobasket U20 2018, and 18.4 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 5.3 assists in the 2019 edition, from which he left with the MVP, despite giving an important age advantage. The 2019 to 2020 saw him playing 47 games with Maccabi Tel Aviv. In the local league, he had a central role and averaged 12.3 points and 5.9 rebounds, while his participation in the EuroLeague was much lower, with 4 points and 2.6 rebounds. Within his strengths, Avdija has good height for his 3-4 role, and a superior physique than other European projects of his age. He should have no problem getting stronger once he gets to the NBA. The interesting thing about his game is his versatility and comfort with the ball in his hands. Although he is far from being a specialist, he has the conditions to be a solid complementary ball carrier and can put the ball on the field to generate his own offense. Once he does so, he is a very good finisher, with an interesting ability to turn it over with his unskilled hand. Left. He threw an excellent 65% in shooting in 2019 to 2020. He also feels comfortable attacking in transition and flows with the ball in his possession. When he is defended by smaller perimeter players, he is able to pass them, where he often resorts to complex moves. And once again, he shows a good use of his left hand to define, not to create play. Beyond what he does as a scorer, one of Avdija's most important attractions is his passing ability. He's a sharp, creative assister with good vision. He is a team player who does not usually force bad shots and likes to involve his teammates. He has evolved as a 3-man team, 28% in 2018 to 2019 to 34% in the current campaign. And his pitching mechanics are optimal. He threw a good 36% in 155 attempts of 3 at FIBA youth level. Defensively, Avdija is solid, though not spectacular. His mobility and height give him versatility, while he excels at protecting the rim, averaging 1.1 blocks per 36 minutes in 2019 to 2020. He handles good bounce for his role, both in attack and defense. He is able to impact the game in different areas. And in his weakness points, for the NBA level, he is below average from an athletic explosion and agility point of view. Although, as we already scored, he is dynamic when he has the ball. He's not a threat at half distance, and his 3-point shot should improve. Very irregular in that aspect, although he took more than 5 triple shots for every 36 minutes in the last 2 seasons. He has the potential to be a better shooter than he's shown so far in the pros. Perhaps the most worrying thing with Avdija is his efficiency at the free throw line. From 2017 onwards, he has recorded 363 attempts, with a very low 56% success rate. This is not getting any better either, as he shoots 52% from the line in 2019 to 2020. Defensively, Avdija will never be an impact player. He's a bit stuck between positions, light on the inside for scoring, and no agility for the perimeter. So, in comparison, he's got the upper hand. ESPN describes him as a future great game maker. He's tall enough to play with power, but also has the ball handling, creativity, and ability to play as a point guard. The report on Avdija now adds that he brings toughness, competitiveness, and elegance to the court. Now, do you think that, despite being an almost unknown, this player will end up being a star? Leave your opinion in the comments below, and we'll know if we've accomplished our mission by introducing you to Deni Avdija. We hope you enjoyed the video. We post Monday to Friday, so make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified, and don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe down below. Check out the videos that appear on your screen.